I have to do anything in my power to keep my child safe. And if that means sacrificing myself, that means sacrificing myself. We were kind of watching a movie together and laying on the couch, and we just decided we'd sleep down there because it was too hot upstairs and we were too tired to go anywhere else. So locked up the house and turned off the TV and laid down with my daughter and went to sleep. I woke up, it was around 2:30. Woke up because I felt something sharp on my neck, felt pressure on my back. Basically felt like someone was laying on top of me. My first thought was my husband had gotten out of work early and he was just messing with me. And heard a voice that I didn't recognize, and that's when I realized that it was not my husband. I didn't have my glasses on, I was sleeping when he came in, and I can see about 3 inches in front of my face without my glasses. He was about 5'10", probably 160, 170 pounds, crooked front teeth. He had very disheveled hair. I couldn't tell you if he was on drugs, most likely, but he was a scary, crazy-looking person, eyes glazed over, just didn't look like he was all there. When I started screaming, my daughter woke up and she started screaming. He told me if I didn't shut her up, he was going to kill her. What was going through my mind is I have to do anything in my power to keep my child safe. And if that means sacrificing myself, that means sacrificing myself. So I looked at my not even 2-year-old daughter and told her if it was the only time she ever listened to Mommy in her life, that she needed to listen to Mommy right now, that she needed to go up to her bedroom and shut her door and not come out until Mommy came to get her. And she did. He had rolled me onto my back and he was laying on my stomach. When I tried to scream, he put his hand over my mouth. I bit him. He slapped me. When he tried to wrestle me down, I tried to wiggle away, and he took the knife and cut my arm. He cut my chest, basically just to show me that he would kill me. And then he grabbed me by my hair, told me to get him a pair of socks to put on his hands because he didn't want to leave fingerprints, and told me to go get him a drink. I offered him all the money I had in the house. I offered him my jewelry. I offered him my car. I just wanted him to leave. And he grabbed an extension cord that was in the living room, unplugged the lamp that it was plugged into, and tied my hands behind my back. Basically, you need to shut down. You can't think about what he's doing to you. You have to... It's almost like you're not in your body and you're watching him do this to you, but you're not there. I was begging him to let me go. My daughter, she can't be home by herself. She's too little. And he said his only response was, don't ask questions, don't talk, just shut up. My daughter's stroller was in the trunk, and he basically picked me up and threw me in on top of it and shut the trunk. And I just kept thinking, I have to make it through this for her. I had maybe 6 inches that I could move my feet. I couldn't move my arms because they were still tied behind my back. So I sat there, praying, crying, trying to figure out a way out. He drove around town. He picked people up. I could hear them talking through the back seat. I could hear the radio playing. I could hear laughter. I heard him tell his friends that he had some stupid chick in the trunk. I heard him give my wedding ring to someone. The only question she asked was, "Is it real?" He drove around town some more. He dropped his friends off. He stopped after a few hours and took me out of the trunk in an abandoned lot. I was just begging him to please let me go. He's like, "Well, I can't let you go. What can I do with you?" I think at that point he realized he was in above his head and that he didn't know what to do anymore. He just didn't know how to get rid of me, basically. I was begging him, just leave me somewhere. I don't care. Leave me on a street corner. I need to get home to my daughter. She can't be home by herself. He took me out of the car again. This time we were in a garage. I tried asking him where are we, and he said his only response was, "Don't worry about it." At that point, I kept telling him, look, it's 6:30. Now my husband's home. He's going to call the police. And I'm still trying to convince him that, really he can just let me go. I promise not to say anything. I don't care where you drop me off. He put me back in the trunk and drove around. Finally, the car stopped. And it was running. It was getting really hot. Really, really hot. And I could barely breathe. I couldn't really think straight anymore. I just wanted to be let go. And I basically figured I'm either gonna die of suffocation in this trunk or he's gonna kill me. But either way, I need to do something. I can't just lay here and die. So I decided I would try and get away. I kicked and kicked and kicked at the back seat until I broke the latch, because it was one of the seats that fold down. I was terrified. I didn't know what I was going to find on the other side. I didn't know if he was going to be in the car. As soon as I saw that there was no one else in the car with me, I knew I had to move quickly. Climbed into the driver's seat, threw the car in drive, and took off. I am almost legally blind without my glasses. So the fact that I was driving without them was scary. I was literally just driving on instinct. I thought about stopping at the police station when I drove by. I thought about stopping at the hospital when I drove by. But I wanted to see my baby. I just wanted to get home to her. I just remember holding her and telling her how much Mommy loved her and how proud of her I was, that she was such a big girl and that she listened so well to Mommy, and just hugged her a lot. It was a crime that he saw he had the opportunity to commit, and he did. I wanted to give up, but I knew I had to get home for my child. What kept me alive through all this is knowing I had a baby at home that I needed to take care of.